Charles, heel. Sit. Good boy. All right, well, here we are back again at Animal Training Development Center. And today we have with us Charles. And Charles is about a 3-year-old English Bulldog, maybe 3.5 years old as I recall. And he is here for our board and train program. Actually finishing up day 9 of his 10-day board and train program. And we thought we'd just show you what we've been doing with him. Charles is a English Bulldog, like I said, and they tend to be a little strong-willed and a little bit slow to learn, but I find in his case that he's very eager to please and has done a super job with everything that we've taught him, and we're just going to take you through his paces. So the first thing we teach every dog is this unspoken command, which basically has just one rule. If I start to walk around with Charles, you'll notice that he's not letting the leash get tight. So the unspoken command is one that teaches the dog that it's their job to never get to the end of the leash at any time for any reason. So as I wander around here, or if I even stop, he can do what he wants in terms of being ahead of me, behind me. He could be to the right, or he could be to the left. He can sniff the ground or even go potty, although not in here. He can go potty outdoors during this style of command. So it's really loose. In fact, that's the whole purpose of it. We just want a dog to know that they should never pull us at any time for any reason, and that just is really where we start off. The next thing we start with is the simple command to sit. Charles, sit. Good boy. And then we teach him to keep sitting as we start to add some distractions to that. And so distractions are to dog training as weights are to weightlifting. And so the more weight you can lift, the stronger person you are. And the more distraction you can work through, the better trained dog you are. So it's kind of that type of thing. Okay. Okay is his release word, means he can stop sitting and do whatever he likes. There are 2 major styles of distraction when you think about distractions in dog training. One type of distraction are the physical type of distractions. It could be something like a bouncing ball. It could be a treat that drops. It could be a doorbell that rings. It could be a squirrel or a rabbit or a bike or a kid or another dog. The list goes on and on as far as physical types of distractions. The other type of distraction that we're always trying to build a dog through is the simple distraction of time. The longer a dog has to do something, the harder it is for them to keep doing it. So when it comes to the sit command, we're building his ability to work through physical distractions. Charles, sit. So as I bounce this ball, for example, good boy, nice. Until I give the word okay, and then he can have the ball if he wants it. He tends to like to play tennis balls now and then. Attaboy, we'll get that out of the way. And then the other type of distraction we've been working through is food. He loves his food, and I've got some good treats for him here, but you're going to see, okay, Charles, finish that one up. Attaboy. Charles, sit. Good. Just because I drop the treat doesn't mean he should get up. Now, if he does, I'll show you what we do. No, sit. Right there is what we do. We're going to tug up and slightly behind his head to kind of pivot him into that sit position. No, sit. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. So when I give the release word, he can have them. So we're not trying to, train a dog. You're not allowed to have treats. It's not like it's poison or anything. But you're not allowed to have the treat if you're in the sit position and that treat falls outside of where you're at. And that's really the idea of working through distractions, because if you think about it, the times you need Charles to listen to you the most are when there's a lot going on. It's not when it's quiet and there's really nothing going on that you need him to come when you call him. It's when he's chasing a rabbit or a squirrel or whatever else that you really need him to come when called. And so same thing with the rest of the commands, right? So the next thing we taught him is this command to heel. Charles, sit. Good. And heel is a position in relationship to your body. And so Charles is in a perfect heel position for me right now. His head is at or slightly behind my right leg, and that's the side that you chose, the right side. Oops, no, sit. Good. When I lead with my inside foot, that's going to be my right foot. So if your dog heels on the right, you lead with the right and say the word heel. Later, we won't even have to say the word heel if we're consistent with leading with our inside foot. Every time we say heel, And then you'll see when we lead with the outside foot what we do here in a minute. Good boy with that. Awesome. The heel's not finished until you stop and they sit, and so he just finished the nice heel command there. This time I'm going to lead with that outside foot, my left foot, no heel. And you can say no heel or no sit there because they're supposed to hold if I lead with my outside foot. There we go. Outside foot, they stay put. Now you're getting ahead. You haven't done that one yet. Come on. Come on. Sit. Good. This time with the inside foot again, we're going to go ahead and give that command to heel. And this time we're going to do one of my favorite things, and that is work a figure 8 pattern. So I'm going to go left around this cone. Good. In through the middle. And right around this cone. Good. In through the middle. And left around this cone. You get the idea? Good boy. Come on. There you go. And I like figure 8s because, good boy, Charles. Okay. Okay. A figure 8 pattern allows for you to practice both left turns and right turns. And of course, that's what the world is made of, is left turns and right turns. And this is a good chance to kind of practice both. And so the idea is to try to keep him exactly in that heel position where his right, or his, I guess, left front paw, his left front paw will be falling into line and rhythm with your right front foot. And if that's the case, then he's going to be in that heel position right where we want him. If he's out of position, he's lagging a little behind, or if he's ahead of us, or he's to the right, or he's to the left too much, all those require us to give the word no as we kind of help direct him with the leash into where that heel position should be. So if he's ahead of me, I'm tugging back as I say no, and then I'm repeating the command word heel. So it always goes with command. If they do the command, we praise. If they don't do the command, we correct with the word no, and then helping them get into the position they need to be with the direction of the leash. You might notice that we've got a slip collar attached to him. When he came to us, he just had a harness, and it's very difficult to kind of get any kind of leverage on him as far as getting his head pointed in the right direction and everything when it comes to training. So I would highly recommend going ahead and purchasing this. It's a $20 slip collar, but it fits him perfectly and it looks good on him, and it's helping us train. So this is probably going to help you out with your training as well. Sit. Good boy. Heel. The next thing that we taught him is this idea of the lay down, but we'll get him here. Good boy. Lay down. Very nice. Oh, no, lay down. There you go. Good boy. And then again, if I lead with my outside foot from here, my left foot, he should stay put into that down position now. Good boy. Good boy. And then when I lead with my right foot, heel, he should then fall back into that heel position. Very good boy, Charles. Nice job. Good focus. Everything looks good there. When we stop, we get that nice, good boy, automatic sit. Lay down. Very good. No, down. If he doesn't, I'm kind of glad he got up. Right there, I show you. That's all you do is you just take your foot and step down on the leash a little bit, and that got him right back into position for me. I love the lay down posture because it's one that he could literally fall asleep and wake up later still doing. So as opposed to a sit position, which especially for a dog built like a bulldog, it's not really that super comfortable for them to hold a sit position. I generally tell people have them hold it for maybe up to 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes at the most. But this position he could fall asleep in and 20 minutes later wake up and still be doing. So I like the down position if you're going to be there for a while. This is probably the command of choice. Okay, Charles, good boy. Good boy. Good, there you go. That's it, nice. So the next thing we taught him is this idea of the place command. Place is a great command for anybody to have in their toolkit. I like it a lot. I use it a lot at home. It's only got one rule for the dog, and that is once they're in the place command, they have to stay on that place item. So this pillow that you gave us to train on, he already liked, so it makes it really easy for us. He's comfortable on it, and he can do whatever he wants. Like right now, if he chooses to lay down, he can. If he wants to stand up, he can. If he wants to turn around, he can do that. If he just wants to hang out where he is, he can keep doing that too. The only thing he can't do is get off of it. So as I start to walk circles around him, he should hold onto there. If he goes to get off, I'll show you how we fix that. Good boy. Good boy. So, good job. There's two ways that he should get off of it. One is if we give the release word, he can get off of it and do whatever he wants. Or if I give him another command word to do, like in this case, I'll just go ahead and say heel. And of course, he should get off of there to fall into that heel position for me. No, heel. Good. Stop, get that nice automatic sit. Very good. And place. Good boy. Both feet. There you go. There we go. Very nice. This is one of those that you have to be careful on. You might have heard that old saying, if you give an inch, they take a mile. Well, I find this to be very true when it comes to the idea of helping him continue to do the place command. If he starts getting to the point where he even takes one paw and steps off with it, stop him right there. Get that paw back on there and tell him no place. And there's no place like place, right, buddy? And so, you know, if you let him have that paw, next thing it turns into 2 paws, and then it's 3 paws, and then he's not doing much of anything as far as staying on there. This is a great one to have in your toolkit. Initially, stay close to him, keep the leash on him when you start practicing this at home. But eventually, this gets to the point where you could put him into place command and go about doing chores or what have you, and he could be nice and comfortable and hang out there. I use it a lot when I have friends come over. When they first get there, my dog's a little overexcited, so you know, we keep the place command going until people come in, get relaxed, sit down themselves, and usually by that time my dog's calmer and I can go ahead and give the release word, and she can run up and greet them without being, you know, too over the top. Speaking of over the top, you know, that's one of the things you have to work on when it comes to Charles, and he does have a tendency to get pretty vocal when he hears a noise, which isn't all bad. If he hears that doorbell ring, boy, he'll let you know. We've been practicing what we call the enough command for that. The enough command basically means stop what you're doing and settle down. It works really well for barking. It works well for a dog who wants to, you know, play too rough with another dog and it's getting a little bit much, and at that time, you know, I can just say that word enough, and he's learned that word. Now you'll have to continue to back it up, and the way that we've been backing it up ourselves is through the use of this remote collar that we've been using with him. And I love remote collars for certain things. For certain things, I don't even know what else you could possibly use. For example, if a dog has a digging issue and they're digging in the backyard, I don't know how else to fix that without being able to catch them, you know, and see them through the window and then go ahead hitting a button and being able to stop them from digging. If you open the door to yell at them while they're digging, then a dog a lot of times likes the idea that they got you to open the door, so they'll dig just to get you to yell at them. It's just kind of crazy. But at any rate, the remote collar's been doing really well for that. It's really helped with the jumping. He's gotten much better at that. I wouldn't say that he's perfect yet, but he's gotten much better about not jumping up when he's excited. You can see his whole body kind of squirm around a little bit, but he's holding his position better without jumping up, and that's gotten much better. His house training's gotten much better. He had a lot of accidents in the first couple of days that we had him. We got him to the point where he has started to ring the bell back there to let us know when he needs to go out, and at our house he's rang the bell there as well. I wouldn't say that he's perfect at that yet, and you're probably, especially since he's going back to where he knows he's been before, watch out, especially for the first 10 days. We always warn people that when you take a dog back after our 10-day program, be very careful not to let them slip back into their old behaviors, because that's sometimes their temptation. And of course, we're here to help you with that. We generally recommend, when you pick them up, you take them back home, get them comfortable back into your own home, maybe just even a couple of days, and then call and schedule your private session that goes with your package so that you could come back and we could put the leash in your hands and kind of coach you through as we kind of watch the two of you work together, make sure that you're getting the best possible results. From here, I could give him that release word. Okay, Charles. Good boy. Now, he didn't have to come to me. It's always nice when they do. Okay is his release word. Means he can stop what he's doing, do whatever he wants. And like I said, it's a nice thing to see a dog wants to come over to you once they get that release word and get that little extra bit of connection and everything going. And that's really what training's all about. we want to make connection the key, and that's what our sign is right there. Connection is the key. If you look at the key there, there's a handprint and a paw print, and the whole idea is that we at Animal Training Development Center want to help connect you and your dog closer together, and then let you go off and do whatever kinds of things you like to do in your lifestyle. When it comes to giftedness, I just want to point out that I really feel like Charles has got a gift for possibly doing therapy dog work, if that's something that you're interested in. He's got that supportive dogality type that makes him a good candidate for that style of work. He's very friendly to everybody that he meets, maybe a little overly excitable, but that's not a bad thing to have when you start training a therapy dog. We can kind of rein him in a little bit and help him be a little bit calmer at times, but really the gift is there, where he really has a passion for people, and he likes to be liked, and he's eager to please. All those things make for a good candidate. And then you add to that his character, and everywhere we go, people just smile. They just smile as soon as they see him. He's got that bulldog underbite, and we had him at Lowe's today. You'll get to see some video of his field trip today at Lowe's, and people they just love him. So I think he would be a good candidate for therapy dog work, or maybe even a bulldog mascot for some local high school football team, or whatever, that was looking for a bulldog for a mascot, and has bulldogs as their mascot. I could see him doing really well with some kind of thing like that. Anyway, he's got a lot of personality. We've really enjoyed having him. We'd like to thank you for your trust for us and in us, and we've enjoyed having him, and looking forward to seeing you tomorrow morning when you pick him up, and then seeing you again back for your private lesson. And then you'll also get a punch card of 5 drop-in class days that you can come and take part in a group setting with other people that have taken one of our programs that will come on that same time. And we just take you through your paces and kind of help you work through the distractions of the other dogs and the other people and the other things that we'll do together. They're always fun. They're always different. No two are exactly alike, and it just makes those drop-in classes kind of fun for everybody, and for the dogs as well. We did teach the kennel command. We call it bed, so I didn't bring one out to show you, but if you get him near one now and just say the word bed, he'll walk right into his kennel for you. And we worked on what we call the word hup, which means that's when they're supposed to jump in a vehicle, but because my van is so high, he's not able to jump up. I've been kind of lifting him up, and then when he's getting out, I'm making him wait until I tell him that he can get out, and then I'm helping him kind of down to the ground. So that's where the vest comes in handy. It's got that handle on it, and that is definitely a good idea for helping to get him in and out of vehicles that are tall. But other than that, I can't think of anything else that we needed to talk about here. If you have questions, of course, don't hesitate to reach out to me by phone or by text or what have you. We would look forward to any of those and keeping you going. And so thanks again for watching. And as always, we like to wish everybody happy training. Okay, good boy. Okay, good dog. Ready to go for a field trip? Ready to go for a field trip? All right. Good boy. Good, Charles. Heel. Sit. Good. Heel. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. Sit.
The more puppies, the merrier.
That's right.
I would ask, but you got Dickie stuffing back there.
No worries.
Oh,
He's
you
real
were
friendly.
so cute.
Yes, he smiles everywhere he goes.
Aw.
Heel. Good boy.
How you doing today?
Good, how's it going?
Good.
Sit. Good. Charles, down. Down. There you go. Good. No, down. Down. There you go. Good boy. Heel. Heel. Good catch. Good boy. Ready? Good catch. Good. Good pocket. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy, you good boy. Boy. Good boy. Play catch yourself. You look really good. Ready? Get it? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good dogs. Ready? Good boy, Jeff. He's good. Be careful. House. Good boy. House. House. Flats. Flats. Good job. Good boy.